This is a serious question that I've been contemplating for the last, I couldn't tell you how long. But when will any of us escape the trap of our smartphones? Will we ever escape the trap of our smartphones? Obviously, we don't use them all day, but how many of us live exciting enough lives or entertaining enough lives to distract ourselves enough to keep this out of our focus at that moment in time, you know? There's some days when I'm not working, not running my business, not spending time with family, that I'm on my phone consuming content, or that's YouTube. Usually it's YouTube for me. I don't really have any other platforms, but in the past it's been YouTube, it's been Facebook. Will we ever escape this cycle? Serious question. Will we ever escape it? And what is that doing to us as a human race? One, as a generation. Two, my age group, 25 to 30. We're probably the last generation who won't be given a phone at under the age of 10. I've seen children being given phones at 4, 5, 6. iPads. Most children have had some form of tablet in their possession, playing some form of game, watching some form of entertainment, which is okay, right? Because it's controlled by their parents. But now this smartphone thing isn't exactly a younger generation thing. Everyone is affected by this. Everyone. Our parents, our grandparents, sometimes even our great-grandparents are technologically savvy enough to consume content on this religiously, whether that's for a couple minutes every day or a couple hours every day. And I would say most of us, myself included, are on the latter of that. Whether that's while I'm working, I'm listening to a podcast, or I'm at the gym, I'm listening to a podcast. I'm driving to work, I'm listening to a podcast. I get home from work, I'm listening to a podcast. And I know I'm not the only one. Yeah, whatever, I don't have my headphones on. I make dinner. Sometimes even when I'm making dinner, I consume content. When I'm watching YouTube, when I'm eating dinner, I'm watching YouTube or consuming content or listening to a podcast. When are we going to make a change? How do we make a change? Because we're almost being funneled into a world where this is the only way to communicate. Have you ever lost your phone or left your phone behind and felt that kind of panic set in, that you're now disconnected from the entire world and you feel like you're going to miss out on everything? You're going to miss out on every life event that is going to ever happen to you again. It's like you almost feel like you're wiped off the face of the planet. Isn't that a scary, maybe concerning feeling? I can't be the only one who thinks this, right? And you've been sitting here. You're probably not watching me anymore, which is okay. I'm kind of just rambling here. But is that not concerning to you or me? Well, it's concerning to me, but is that concerning to you? I would say it probably is. And where does social media benefit us? It doesn't make us more connected. Or maybe it does make us more connected, but how many of us are more lonely now than ever? And we're more connected than ever before, right? How many of us are more depressed or more anxious or more stressed or more whatever? More addicted is a word that most of us, as good of a person as you think you are, we're all addicted to something. Caffeine, stimulants of any kind, drugs, alcohol. But most of us are addicted to the most destructive thing. And we just don't see it, but it's this thing in our hand right now. I've been sitting here talking for 5 minutes and 47 seconds in a poorly lit room to myself. And I almost feel like I'm being more productive right now talking to this phone in my hand than I've been in the last 2 hours watching guys rebuild motorcycles they found in a field. Granted, there's worse things I could be watching, right? But me sitting here simply talking into the phone and ranting in a way has felt more productive than the past 10 hours of phone use. Business calls, this and that, but those don't take long. Communicating with clients doesn't take long. Giving out quotes doesn't take long. But sitting and listening to and consuming content, that takes so much of my time and energy and brain capacity. What is this doing to the world? Or at least the United States or the Western world. The world where we have the funds to, even the poorest people on the streets living in cardboard boxes have one of these in their hand. A phone. They have a phone in their hand. Some people don't even have hands and they have phones. Crazy. Obviously, everybody has the right to have a phone. That's what I'm saying. Okay? People without hands are no less human than any of us. Okay? But even the homeless have phones. Think on that. Or don't. Don't think on it. What if today you just take action? Do something you've been wanting to do. Why not? Give her a shot.